All right, so I've been teasing it a little bit, but obviously it's not a secret that I acquired a new vessel. This is the Fisher Isle. She's an older gal, a 1982 island trader. Right now in Sapphire Marina in St. Thomas. Took delivery over here. Plan on moving her to Puerto Rico later this year, but for right now I'm going to keep her here and get her ready for the crossing later this year. So you can kind of see the profile here. I'm going to turn it around and do a little tour. So we just got the davit with the windlass big old spade there, and there's a auxiliary anchor. You can see the jib is covered up, lifeboat, and this is the hatch over the stateroom. It's got a pretty short mast for being such a long boat, but she's really wide, so and being a motor sailor, she doesn't need as much surface area, and let's face it, she's not going to be participating in any races. This is definitely a pleasure cruiser. Top deck, this is kind of where I sit and have my morning coffee or evening cocktail, or for being honest, I don't think time of day really determines what I'm drinking, but anyway, if you know me, you get it. Got the the main with the sail catch, which is a nice feature, especially when you're short-handed and underway. We'll come down here into the cockpit. You got the upper helm with plotter, compass, gauges, controls, all up here. Going over to the starboard side on the outer, you can see right now I'm under shore power and shore water, and that's where that connects. Got a really nice little dinghy here, 12-foot dinghy with a Suzuki 15 on it, fairly new, 4-stroke, which is really strong. Down here in the islands, there's a lot of coral reefs and delicate wildlife, so they're not real big on anchoring boats. They have mooring balls that you tie up to, but you can take your dinghy into the beach if it's, I think it's 12 foot or under, and I think this is a 12-footer. So we're good to go all the way into the beach. If your dinghy's bigger than that, then you gotta tie it up to a mooring ball even closer to the beach and swim in or take your paddleboard. It's got the davits set up so you can just pull her down. Got a swim platform down here and a ladder, and up here I got solar panels, which is great because it when I'm not up to shore power, it produces enough electricity to run everything on the boat during the day, and then at night you just switch to the inverter, and if you have to, turn on the generator to charge up the batteries. Got a nice little charcoal barbecue pit here if I wanted to do some cooking. So we're going to go down below now into the main salon. Got a couple of lounge chairs here, some of the electronics. It's actually a ham radio, which I don't know how long it's been since that thing's been used, and stereo, and it actually has some pretty nice speakers kind of in the corners and back in the cockpit too. I tested it out earlier, and they work pretty good. It's got a nice couch that folds out into like a twin bed. You got the lower helm, so if you're in inclement weather and are underway, you can still control the boat fully. All these electronics, GPS and radar, auto helm, autopilot, all that kind of stuff. There's a ton of space, ton of storage space all throughout the side here. Back behind this cushion, there's storage underneath this seat. In here, there's a drawer that pulls out. Down there, I mean, this boat's got more storage than most people's houses do. So it's like a little pass-through table, and I think this actually goes up and down, but you go down a level and you see you got the galley or the kitchen, which is pretty fully stocked. You got a double sink, a 4-burner stove, an oven, toaster oven, microwave. You got, of course, the all-important coffee pot. More storage, all these cabinets up here, drawers, I mean, just storage up the wazoo. Got the fridge and freezers, a freezer, making some ice cubes. Fridge, you know, got plenty of stuff in there already. I had to go buy these little racks here to hold the bottles of booze, so that if I'm sailing and you start heeling one way or the other, the bottles don't go crashing down. Over here you got a full head. You got a sink. Hey, you got your head down here. You actually got a full stand-in shower and tub that I actually used this morning because I stayed on the boat last night for the first time. Works pretty good. Got a water heater, so that's nice to have some hot water in the morning. Going into the stateroom, got a queen-size bed. Again, closet space, shelf space, more storage behind the bed. Mostly sails are in there. All along here, more storage drawers. And then this is kind of a neat feature, that hatch that I showed you earlier. And there's a screen, you know, to keep like bugs or anything out, but you can keep that open to get some airflow. Boat does have an air conditioning unit, but it's not hooked up right now, so really just getting cooled off by Caribbean breezes, and that's it. But hopefully that will be remedied soon for when I turn it into my primary residence in the islands. So the name of the boat is Fisher Isle, which I'm not crazy about, but that's the name of it. So it's bad luck to rename a boat. So what I do is nickname the boat, keep the original name, but nickname the boat, and maybe display the name on the sides, because Fisher Isle, which its original boat was made in New Jersey, and I think the previous owners are from New York, and I think the hailing port on the stern says New York, but not sure if I'm going to change that or not. But I may end up putting some different graphics on it at some point, but that's all later. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the tour. It's like a little episode of Cribs, but on the water. And yeah, now hiring bartenders, winches, first mates, etc. for that's got what it takes to cruise in the Caribbean. See you later.